Alright, this is a quick video about how to get started when you're asked to make a graph from a data table. Question 1 says, add to the graph anything that's missing, including points, axis labels, a title, and a straight trend line. So the points are going to come from these numbers in the data table, but the first thing to do, in my opinion, is to actually label the axes of the graph. So you notice I have labeled this over here weight in ounces. I took that directly from the name of the independent variable axis and the units of the independent variable axis. So I just took what was over here on the left side of the column, and the independent variable always goes on the x-axis. So I labeled that there. The dependent variable is price. It's on the right side. That's always going to go on the y-axis, which is the up and down one. I would also want to put a title here, but the thing that I want to show you that's most important is how to deal with these points here. All of these numbers in this row are weight numbers, whereas all the numbers in this are going to be prices. So we have to use those numbers slightly differently. The weight numbers are going to tell us where it is on this axis, and the price numbers are going to tell us where it is on this axis. So for example, for the first one, I would figure out, okay, the weight is 4, so I can see that there's number 5 here, and there are 5 boxes from 0 to 5, so this number here would have to be 4. And then the price for that particular point is 2.99, which is really, really, really close to 3. So I'm going to go up from 4 ounces to just a little bit under 3. And I can tell this is 3 because it's halfway between 2 and 4. So that point is these two numbers used together. Let's try another one, and I'll make it a different color so we can tell. Let's try this one. Weight of 4 and price of 4.25. I can tell the weight is going to be on exactly the same number here as the blue dot was, but the price is going to be different. It's going to be just above 4. So I would still use the same weight, but then I would move it up, not quite to this, because that would be 4.5. It looks like it would be halfway between 4 and 5. So I'm actually going to put the number here. Truth is, if you're not exactly perfectly on, like if you get it close, that's okay, but it can't be like crazy off. Let's try to do one more, and then you can do the rest of them yourself. I'll do this one in green. So if we try this number, 8 and 5.5, I would have to go over here to, okay, a weight of 5. Remember, I'm telling this has to be a weight, meaning it has to be on the weight axis because it's on the left side of the data table under where it says weight. So I'm going to use this number as a weight, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I would go up to 5.5. So this big solid line is halfway between 4 and 6. On the price axis, remember this 5.5 number has to be on the price axis. So this would be 5, and then halfway between 5 and 6 would be 5.5. So this would be the number that corresponds to a weight of 8 and a price of 5.5. Once you do that for all of these numbers, then you'll be able to move on to the next step of actually drawing the trend line.